Let's talk Chicago Bears, who have also been in the news recently. Justin Fields, the NFL draft, the NFL offseason has began for all the subpar teams in the NFL, the sad sack of franchises in the NFL, including my team, the Arizona Cardinals, who are not participating in the divisional round this weekend, are indeed participating in the early offseason. And when the early offseason hits and the NFL draft hits, there becomes smoke screens, there becomes rumors, there becomes ways to hype up maybe a guy you want to sell, or maybe throw some things out there, whisper to large reputable reporters, maybe things you don't like to have players slip to you in the draft. There's many smoke screens that go on in the NFL offseason, and this is just another one of them. So Mel Kiper Jr. said on ESPN, he's a draft analyst guy. Mel Kiper Jr. been around since I was a kid, and before that, Mel Kiper Jr. suggests that the Chicago Bears could not only fetch a first-round pick for Justin Fields, he specifically named the Atlanta Falcons and said that the Chicago Bears could indeed fetch the 8th overall pick from the Atlanta Falcons. So many questions here. On what planet is Justin Fields getting a better pick than what he was originally drafted? If I'm not mistaken, I have it right here. Justin Fields was drafted with the 11th overall pick in the draft. Justin Fields has proved absolutely nothing in the NFL. Justin Fields, at the best, has lowered his draft stock minimally since he's came into the league. So I know it's a quarterback needy NFL. I totally get that. I totally get that quarterback play is entirely important, and maybe you want to roll the dice on Justin Fields and not roll it on, say, Bo Nix in the NFL draft if you're the Atlanta Falcons, or Jaden Daniels. Maybe Jaden Daniels falls. It's a long way till April. Things get weird until the NFL draft actually commences. But in what universe has Justin Fields raised himself to be traded for more than what he was originally drafted by? They'd be lucky. The Justin Fields Chicago Bears trade rumors. The Chicago Bears. Some people have suggested a second-round pick. I know I saw that today on The Herd. Colin Cowherd basically said if they get a second-round pick, they should run and get it. I totally agree with that. But they won't get a second. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm being condescending and way too high on my horse. Quarterback play is exceedingly important in the NFL. And although maybe I don't believe in Justin Fields, if you do believe in Justin Fields, you could justify giving a second-round pick. But if you get offered 2 third-round picks for Justin Fields, they should take it. Justin Fields has proven nothing in the NFL. Zero. No matter how much Bears fans want to continue fantasizing over a quarterback that has been largely irrelevant and bad in the NFL. I don't understand what Bears fans see in this quarterback. I've watched a multitude of Bears games. He's electric. If you just made a highlight reel, a 3-minute highlight reel of Justin Fields, that guy might go number 1 overall in a complete player pool of an NFL draft consisting of everyone in the NFL. But Justin Fields, there's just no way that he could get more or fetch more than 2 third-round picks. At most a second-round pick, but I don't even believe that. Everyone knows the Chicago Bears' hands. Everyone knows they've tipped their hand. They're absolutely taking Caleb Williams with the number 1 overall pick. If you don't believe the Chicago Bears are taking if you don't believe the Chicago Bears are taking Caleb Williams with the number 1 overall pick, you live in a fantasy land and you don't know what you're talking about because they're taking Caleb Williams. So when you add all those things together, Justin Fields has been a subpar quarterback in the NFL. There is no way, no how he has raised his level of play enough to get more compensation than what he was originally drafted for. The 8th overall pick, he was drafted with the 11th overall pick. And statistically speaking, he's been bad as a passer, been bad as an overall quarterback in the NFL. And adding the factor that everyone knows the Bears have to take a quarterback, they're not going to keep Justin Fields on their lineup as the backup, and knowing that you probably have to give Justin Fields a contract extension, you think you're going to get a first-round pick? Bears fans, you're insane if you think that's happening. It's not happening. Let me smash those dreams and go ahead and wake up from fantasy land. Justin Fields is not worth a first-round pick. I don't think he's worth a second-round pick. Maybe he gets that, but Justin Fields is a two-thirds kind of guy as a quarterback. Justin Fields, in the fourth quarter, the most important of all things in the NFL. How do you perform when the pressure's on most? Justin Fields' fourth quarter stats, roughly 50% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 6 picks, 646 yards this past season. That's just awful. He's never played a full season in the NFL, meaning he has some durability concerns, maybe not as durable concerns as Joe Burrow may seem like at times. He's never played a full season. And in his time in the NFL, his complete collaborative time in the NFL, his career stats, 40 touchdowns to 30 picks and an 86.3 passer rating. Oh, and his record as a starter is 10-28. And anyone that tries to tell me wins aren't a quarterback stat, why the heck do all the good quarterbacks have really good records? Tom Brady in his time had a really good record. Patrick Mahomes, Tua Tagovailoa under Mike McDaniels had a really good record. Should I keep on? Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. All those guys have one thing in common. They're really good. Oh, and another thing in common, they have a really good win-to-loss ratio. So don't try to tell me wins aren't a quarterback stat. So stop living in fantasy land, Bears fans. You're not getting a first-round pick for Justin Fields. You're not getting Marvin Harrison Jr. This weird pipe dream that you're going to keep on holding on to Justin Fields is crazy. Get out of your own way. Justin Fields has not shown, even for a 4-game stretch, that he is a capable, good to great quarterback in the NFL. He just hasn't shown it, no matter how much you want to act like he's shown it. He hasn't. And I don't know what the infatuation with Bears fans is for a largely mediocre quarterback. They are just incredibly just in love, infatuated. I'll never get the infatuation for a subpar quarterback in Justin Fields that Bears fans continuously have for a guy whose stats are not good in the NFL. His fourth quarter stats are even worse, meaning when the game gets longer and when the pressure gets harder, you fade like tissue paper in a rainstorm. You're not getting a first-round pick. Be happy if you get 2/3. Be extremely happy if you get a second-round pick. I wouldn't pay that if I was an NFL GM, but also, I'm not an NFL GM. Classic Bears organization can't get out of their own way. Justin Fields has not shown he's a good quarterback. The stats show that. The eye test shows that. Maybe he's got some talent in there that someone can help revolutionize, revive his career. But as of right now, you're not getting a first-round pick for Justin Fields. It ain't happening.